Hello world, it's your girl Malika Daynor here, and I am so excited. I had an amazing book signing yesterday with such a great outpouring of support, and I just want to say thank you to all those who made it, all those who couldn't make it but they still donated, all of those who supplied the food and drinks and just showing up and just being there for me. So I'm so grateful for it. So thank you so much. Nothing at all went according to plan with the signing yesterday, but everything went according to God's plan, and God is the best planner. And it was just an amazing event, an amazing turnout. I got a chance to share some of the poetry with you, but there's more coming. So I just want you to know that if you didn't have an opportunity to join us at this book signing, you can definitely join us at the next book signing, which would probably take place in May, either May or June. But we might do a couple more before then. I'm just looking at some details and stuff, so just stay tuned. There is much more coming. I do apologize, I was not able to go live yesterday. We had some technical difficulties, so I'll be working on that for the next event so that I can go live on YouTube, and so that you guys could all see and share in the experience, even if you're not here in the area. So thank you again, and stay tuned. Keep watching, keep subscribing. I have some new merchandise out to go along with the books, and so I just want to continue to share this gift with you, and I hope that you stay with me on this journey. Thank you.
Only the best of us can learn from mistakes. You will see that rainbow at the end when the rain goes. I promise that God will always be there just to show you the way.
Now I know not to let go. Just keep believing and don't lose hope. Holding on to every dream and take every single opportunity.
I believe entirely there's nothing that you can't achieve. You are the one who writes the rules, so never give up the fight in you.
The darkest hour. If with the struggle there comes some ease, I have something to look forward to. 'Cause here, inside this moment, I feel defeated, black and blue. These aren't colors of a spectrum with a cauldron of riches at the end. This is not an urban legend. This is me, her, and him. Not the first one to embark upon this obscure type of space where you're faced with your emotions in a depressive kind of state. Every cloud has silver linings, but some clouds can cause a storm and strip away at your power, You may not feel so very strong. Please don't lose your courage. Find your strength and find your voice. You can talk about what happened because there is no other choice. Before the ref declares a winner, you stop the clock and raise your hand. It is in your darkest hour that you shall rise and take your stand.
Yeah. I just wanna show you all, show the world who you are. I just wanna take you out, show you what I'm about. I just want you to know, girl, you stop my heart from being cold. I just wanna show.
You can accomplish anything you put your mind to, and that's essentially what I did. So there's the children's books. In fact, coming up very, very soon, I Have Friends in Many Colors. It's a diverse children's book that I'm putting out. It's going to be coming out in English and in Spanish. And then also my book, Little Jewels, I'm working on a Spanish version of that one as well. And that's basically it. I like to write music and I like to write songs as well. So I do enjoy that. And I like to write poetry. Poetry is probably my most favorite form of writing because there's no rules and restrictions. You can kind of just go where the flow takes you, and you can just really just express whatever thoughts are flowing on your mind, and it starts to make sense maybe towards the end sometimes, and that's why I love it so much.
She mentioned that she likes to write songs, and through the pandemic, I don't know if you remember this, but she used to sing these sweet little lullabies to my daughter, and if I didn't tell you then, I want to tell you now publicly. I appreciate hearing your voice, and I really hope that that's going to be one of your next endeavors. But on to another question. So I heard that you write books for kids, and you have these adult books also, and poetry is your most favorite type of writing to do. How many books have you written and published? How many books can we purchase today?
So I have written and published 3 books, and those are the 3 books that you see here on this lovely counter on the gold. So it's The Other Side of Life, which is the first book I wrote, which is it's a very good book. I know I'm biased, but it is a very good book. And it's about love, loss, and grief. And it's a book that I wrote after experiencing the loss of my baby brother. And it really helped me to get through that difficult time. One of my colleagues, she's a retired teacher, and she read the entire book. She's on to Little Jewels now. Miss Taylor, you guys know her. And she just loved the book, and she said she had a lot of challenges with dealing with grief, and so it really helped her to really be able to deal with some of her own grief just reading the book. So it's a great book, especially if you've lost someone, or if you know someone else who lost someone close to them. And I know there's a lot of us in the room who can relate to that experience. It's for you. It's for you. Thank you.
Malika, I know that there's some other aspiring artists maybe in this room, but if they're not in this room, maybe they're on social media watching us today. Can you just give us a little bit about your process? How did you go from writing in your little notebook to becoming a published author?
I started writing just in every free moment you can think of. So, well, where do you find time to do all of that? Sometimes I'm up late. Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and just thoughts will be in my head. And I'm like, I gotta write it down right now. If I don't write it down now, I'll forget it. So I use the little iPhone. There's a little thing in the iPhone with the notes. It's a little yellow thing with the lines. I don't know if you guys have probably seen it before. But that's where I collect, but that's where I collect all of my little writings. And then I, copy and paste them into a Google Doc, and then they're online. Then I download the manuscripts when they're done. I just kind of compile all the work little by little and put it together. And I recently published through Amazon. but I'm also going to be publishing through Barnes and Noble. And eventually the goal is to have my own little publishing set up here, a nice little publishing cafe in Harlem. So I'll be sharing that with you guys later on. I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter for that. So I hope you guys will support me and just share it out with other people. Because if you want to write and you have ideas, you know, you can do it too.